Hi, my name is Sylvie.
My name is Daniel from Bistro 116, and you're watching the East Daily Download.
Great show.
This is the East Daily Download. This is the East Daily Download. This is the East Daily Download. That's right. This is the East Daily Download.
So let's get started.
So today on the East Daily Download, we are celebrating Founders Day with Next Star Nation. Ryan is joining me here today from the engineering department. We're all getting together and really working to make a difference in the community. Ryan, I know you had a really huge role in being here today. Could you tell me about the process a little?
Yeah, so about 4 or 5 weeks ago, we had a committee at work get together and try and come up with a few different places we could think of volunteering at. After that, the next week, we kind of divvied out to everybody and let them contact the different volunteering locations. We had an issue this year with COVID where a lot of places were just not taking volunteers, and we needed places like this that were out and open, kind of so we can kind of spread out. Luckily, Monarch Meadow here said yes, so this is definitely a nice place to be able to volunteer at.
Yeah. And we've had different sessions throughout the day. So people were out in the mornings, people are out in the afternoons, and they're putting us to work. So what section are you working on today?
So right now we're over here putting mulch in a wheelbarrow and moving it to the area you can see behind us. They already had one layer down, and then we're putting this fresh layer down here. And yeah, it's a nice warm day. At least it's sunny and clear and not raining on us. But yeah.
It's definitely a scorcher. I know I was chopping up some wood and just getting new experiences and just excited to be able to help out in the community.
Oh yeah, it's really nice out here. This is a really cool location with what they're doing. It's all about preserving the monarch butterfly, the Monarch Meadows. But yeah, it's nice. They each of these little areas out here is 8 by 8, and they're planting milkweed, and that's what monarch butterflies use to eat and grow. And they actually have a few cocoons and a little container out here. But yeah, it's nice out here.
Yeah, it's been a very educational experience today. And this is not our first time being here on the show, so we're going to check out some stories from when we were here before. Thanks for joining me, Ryan.
Thank you very much.
Well, my name's Emily Jarvis, and I'm the Executive Director of A Time for Science. And today, I just wanted to share some of the many things that anybody from our community could come out and enjoy at A Time for Science for free. Our latest addition is our Nature Playscape, funded by Vidant Health. This is an awesome playground that allows kids to come out, get active, but also connect with and explore nature. They stimulate kids' imaginations more so than a factory-made playground. So that's why it was very important for us to have this here. Anybody can come out during daylight hours and play on the natural playscape. They could come hike our trails and just enjoy being out in nature.
Now downloading Down Eats.
My name is Daniel Bettine. We have this restaurant, Bistro 116, in Plymouth, North Carolina. At 116, water's busy. We're retired from Annapolis, where we were restoring furniture, and restaurant business I knew from younger years, and I thought it might be fun to work with my wife. She's a great cook. She does all the work, most of it.
No,
I organize and keep her.
I mean, no, we share the cooking, so we talk about recipes and we pick the one we want. So we work together very well.
What we do, and one of the hard parts is to organize it with the sourcing. We drive 2 hours once a week to Vintage Beach and to get most of our things. We have several addresses where we get our stuff. The bread, which is one of our big item here that people love. We bake it fresh every day.
And the croissant.
And we make croissants too regularly. You know,
yeah, we change our menu.
Change every week.
The main dishes are always changing every week, except when we have sometimes a dish that people really like. So we do it every 2 weeks. And but otherwise, I think we are pretty good of trying to be creative and do
Varied.
different things, so to keep people interested too. Bon appétit!
So we're back here on the East Daily Download. I'm in front of the Monarch Meadow with Eric Tebow. You are a camp counselor here and a land preservation specialist. Tell me a little bit about what's going on today.
So today we are planting in our Monarch Garden. It's a conservation effort for monarch butterflies here on the eastern seaboard. This will be a garden where they can lay their eggs and find food for their journey up to Canada.
Wow. Okay, and I know that we've been throughout the A Time for Science today in different stations. What are ways, can you explain to our viewers here how we're helping today with this project?
Oh, well today you guys are helping us get new plants into the ground, which is really important so that we have a wide variety of plants. And you're also helping us to control weeds and other invasive species because you're spreading mulch, which is going to keep our plots nice and clean, no weeding.
In terms of the monarchs, I know that this is a really important area. Could you talk to me a little bit more specifically about why monarchs and butterfly preservation is important?
Well, their stops that they make along the eastern seaboard are starting to get deforested or cleared, and it's really important that they have these places to stop. Butterflies don't actually make the entire journey from Mexico up to Canada. They need several spots that they stop, have eggs, die, and then their offspring actually move on to the next point. So it's really, this is a needed way station for them on their journey.
Okay, and this is not our first time here at A Time for Science. I'm excited to take a look at our time here before. We were here exploring the ponds and just talking with different representatives here, so we're excited to be back here today and check out this next story.
As Director of Astronomy, I oversee all the operations of our planetarium and our observatory. I also oversee all the astronomy outreach we do with our mobile planetarium, where we take it to schools and libraries and other community events to help educate people on the beauty and wonder of the night sky. So during our typical planetarium show, we spend some time just exploring the night sky, talking about the constellations and planets that are out on that particular evening that you visited. And we'll watch a little movie as well. We have a whole library of full dome documentaries, mostly centered around astronomy, but there's a couple other topics as well that we can get into, like weather and some natural environment stuff as well. It's ultimately, to me, all about connecting kids with the universe that they're a part of. One thing I've run into a lot is people think that the universe and space is out there, like it's separate from what we're experiencing here on Earth, but the Earth is very much a planet orbiting a star that's a part of a galaxy. We're a part of the universe. We don't simply just exist aside from it. So during the weekdays, we're always open for groups, school groups, private groups, summer groups to come and have a planetarium show along with some other activities like kayaking or trail hikes. We also have some public hours, primarily all throughout the year through our Starry Night event, which we do on one Friday evening each month. We have a night sky tour in the planetarium. We watch one of those full dome videos, and then we go into the observatory to look at the things in real life that we talked about in the planetarium. And we also have some public hours on Saturdays. It's seasonal. Right now, we'll be doing planetarium shows on Saturdays from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. You know, planetariums are very special events. There's a little joke in the planetarium community. You come twice, once as a child and once as a parent. I hope to definitely change the trend on that. But kids definitely, and kids at heart, you know, adults as well, definitely get a lot of enjoyment and fun out of it. But there's nothing like filling the whole sky up with all the constellations and just the oohs and ahs that come with that. and then really rattling people in their seats as we blast off and travel faster than the speed of light to Jupiter. That's one of my favorite tricks to do in the planetarium.
The Sticky Note Game Show that is sweeping Eastern North Carolina with Julianne Down and meteorologist Alex Wasilenko.
This is the best way to start your morning.
A good old pep talk.
But why do we set our alarms at 2 o'clock every morning?
To take our cats for a walk.
What else?
To brew some coffee.
This and coffee make the perfect match.
Me!
Where you can get your news and weather weekday mornings from 4:30 to 7.
9 on your side morning edition.
Yes, nailed it.
Be sure to watch 9 on your side morning edition weekdays from 4:30 to 7 a.m. What are online originals, local stories,
City officials are celebrating the opening of the city's first marina.
local documentaries,
In Kinston, North Carolina is G.I. Joe's Military Living History Museum.
special features,
Meet Tarborough's tennis star, Miss B. Burnett.
behind the scenes,
I took a trip around Onslow County to learn more about its deep history.
everything you need at your fingertips. WNCT.com online originals. We'll be right back with more local stories on the East Daily Download.
So we're back here on the East Daily Download now. I'm joined by Emily, who's the head of the North Carolina Museum of Natural Sciences in Greenville and Catania Creek.
Yes.
And we're here today enjoying the Monarch Meadow. Could you talk to me about the importance of what we're doing here today for Founders Day?
Sure, yeah, absolutely. So the Monarch Meadows is our new project. It's a conservation project, and it is to conserve and preserve and help not only monarch butterflies, but pollinators in general. Right now, pollinators need our support, and we need to make sure that we're creating safe places for pollinators to live and go through their cycle to create more pollinators. So this right here is going to be used as a conservation project to educate not only kids, but people of us about the importance of pollinators and monarch butterflies.
Wow,
yeah.
and we need that. And you were talking about the importance of pollinators. So if we didn't do this, if they didn't have a place to stop and, continue on their journey, what happens?
Well, right now, the monarch butterflies specifically are losing a lot of their environment, their natural environment, and they make a very an amazing journey every year. And when they run out of places to come down to earth and lay their eggs and continue their cycle, their numbers really start dwindling down. And they are very important pollinators. Pollination is important for all of the things that we interact with in the world, but most importantly, our food. Our food supply is really dependent on pollinators.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And so I know that with the pandemic, a lot of things had changed, and maybe there weren't as many kids that were able to take place in programs and things like that. So now that the doors are open again, things are getting back together. Could you talk about the importance of having kids be a part of this and just continuing that knowledge and growth?
Sure. Well, our mission here at the museum is to really educate people more and educate the youth, because these are this is the future generation. This is the generation that's going to be taking care of our planet. And so it's really important for us not to only educate them, but to give them a more intimate connection with all things nature, because if they're going to care enough to protect it, they've got to know about nature and they've got to experience nature. And this Monarch Meadow is going to be used as a living laboratory where we can bring school groups, whether they're science field trips coming to see us or if there are summer campers, but they'll get to come into these meadows and actually see the process right in front of their eyes. So, which really helps to make that connection and really helps to foster a love of nature and the environment.
Yeah, so. And I can attest to that. I am not a kid. We're here for Founders Day at work, but I'm feeling like I'm immersed in this, and I'm really learning a lot today as well. So like you're saying, it's good for all ages, people to come out and really get involved and figure out how you can make a difference. And that's something that we were talking about earlier. You don't necessarily have to come to this location. How can anyone at home get involved with this as well?
Sure. Well, first of all, there are awesome opportunities to sponsor and support the Monarch Meadows through sponsorship. You can go to our website to do that, atimeforscience.org. We have individuals that sponsor the 8x8 plots, and we have businesses that have done the same thing, and their names are on the plots. It's really amazing. So you can come through and see all of the supporters of this mission. Another way is that there are a lot of citizen science projects out there that can be done where even in your own backyard you can log on and let them know when you saw your first monarch butterfly, let them know when your milkweed pops up from the ground, but a real opportunity to put real information to a database that creates the basis for all of this education that we're doing and all of the knowledge that we have about the monarchs and other pollinators.
Yes, that's amazing.
So, yeah.
So people will be able to come here, you can get involved at home, really anywhere, but the point is to take action and just
action
and be involved in this. So thank you so much.
Thank you. And we saw you all chasing butterflies. We know we've inspired you today.
Yes.
My name is Sam Eubanks, and I am the Field Trip and Camp Associate Director here at A Time for Science. And we also have lots of other opportunities to come out and enjoy our property. There's a brand new nature playscape open. There's also trails to hike with your families. We offer planetarium shows and kayaking opportunities. So please take a look at our website and see what we have going on. Bioindicators are living things that tell us about the quality of air or water or soil around us. They're looking for macroinvertebrates, meaning things that are big enough you can see without a microscope, that live at the bottom of the ponds. Some are more tolerant of water pollution than others. If they're tolerant, that means that they can survive despite pollution. But what we're looking for here is intolerant species like dragonflies and mayflies that would not be able to survive if our water was polluted.
We'll be right back with more local stories on the East Daily Download.
I'm here to talk to you about our kayaking opportunities to go out on the Contentia Creek. We offer a family paddle that's really short down the Little Contentia to the Big Contentia. Then we offer a longer trip for those that are interested in spending a morning traveling about 7 miles. We paddle to the boat landing in Grifton and then shuttle you back so you don't have to paddle upstream. If you have little ones, our kayak pond is a perfect place for them to come and learn how to kayak. It's shallow. We have people here from 10 to 2 on Saturdays to give lessons. They'll teach you how to kayak right out here, and they can even wade in the water and help you out. We also have full moon paddles scheduled in the fall. Well, we'll have a fire and we'll roast marshmallows, and that'll be specifically for the kids. So we're here at A Time for Science on our 400 acres of property. We have 5 different ponds on the property that all have kind of unique ecosystems. We use some ponds for measuring water quality. We use some ponds for kayaking. All of our ponds are open for catch and release fishing from sunup to sundown every day. Just make sure you take your trash with you. You can find information about kayaking on our website, also on our Facebook event page. So please take a look there and see what's coming on this fall.
So we're wrapping up the show here today on the East Daily Download. Maria McDaniel, thank you so much for being with me now. So we're talking about just this amazing project and work that we've been able to do here today. But could you talk to me about different things that are going on with the Time for Science and just different programs that you'd like to notify us about?
Well, first of all, we have our summer camps that started this week. We have 6 weeks of summer camps here. Every week is different, except Space Week repeats because it's so popular. The camps are almost full, so if you want to get your kid in, you need to do it tonight because they are almost full. But last year we had nothing due to COVID, and this year we're so excited to be back out here with children laughing. You can hear them all over the park just having a great time. Every Saturday you can rent kayaks here, and you can kayak from 10 to 2. We have other programs that go on that you can book. So we have field trips also, started today with our very first field trip for the summer. So other camps, we're destinations for them to bring their kids out here. Church groups, school groups, daycare centers, other summer camps that are going on, all come out here for their field trips, and they have a great time. And we have a nice playscape for them to play at. They get to see a planetarium show while they're here. We have night sky shows here. First Friday night after the new moon, we have a sky show, and it's at night because we also have an observatory. The big dome rolls back, the telescope comes out and you can see Jupiter's moons. It's that clear.
Wow.
And so it's a lot of fun.
So I just want to say about everything that I'm hearing, it sounds so immersive for the kids. Could you talk about why it's important to learn science in a book, but then it's also really important to come out and experience science? So tell me about how A Time for Science makes a difference with these children in those types of programs and why that's important.
So our programs are very engaging. You're not going to find kids wandering off because they are so excited about what's going on and they're engaged. And they get so engaged that we have the opportunity to teach them to care about the environment. And what you care about, you take care of. And so it is our goal that they learn about the environment, they learn the wonders of the environment, and they learn to appreciate it, and then they care about it. And that gets deep in here. And so they grow up to be adults that care about the environment. And that's what we got to have now. We've got to have people caring that will take care of it for the future.
Yes, the kids that turn into adults that care and then pass it on to generations to come. I think that's important. Now, I know that this is the Grifton location. You all have other locations. Tell me about things that are going on with the Time for Science in North Carolina.
Well, you're going to see all 32 of my teeth right now because I'm grinning really big, but we're opening up a new museum in Greenville. It's so exciting. It's going to open on September 18th. It's called the North Carolina Museum of Natural Sciences at Greenville. It's on Dickinson Avenue, and it's going to have tons of exhibits and things for people of all ages to enjoy. We will also have field trips at that location as well, so teachers can start booking field trips there. The kids will come and they will be involved in programs and activities around those exhibits, but every day will be open to the public to come out and enjoy that museum.
Sounds like so much fun. I know, guys, you are excited about that, and just everything that you all have going on is really amazing here. So thank you so much. Anything else that you wanted to add about anything coming up?
Just love to have the people come out to see us. So look on our website at atimeforscience.org. We are a nonprofit. We'd love to have you come out and enjoy all the programs that we have going on.
Yes, and there's obviously a lot going on, so a lot of different ways to get involved. Well, thank you so much for joining me today, and thank you all for watching the East Daily Download. We'll see you all next time.
Wednesday on the East Daily Download, Ariana will be here with the new Farm Report, and Angie will be here with her Q&A with AQ. That's Wednesday here on the East Daily Download on Eastern North Carolina CW.